What's up, soul family? I think I'm going to rate this video sensitive because I'm not sure exactly what's going to come out, but I already have an idea. And as I was prepping for this video, I was just filtering myself and just like trying to calm down so that I don't let that energy seep out. But I'm going to say it exactly as I need to say it because I have some things on my chest to let off. So this afternoon, I kept hearing, let them come and catch our craze. Let them catch our craze. And right before that, I was recording an ancestral message. And what was coming through was like how some people are going to try you or try to try your energy. Some people are going to come at you in a certain way that is going to rub you in the wrong way. And these people are not going to do it because they are ignorant or they don't know what they're doing or, they are not aware of who you are. These people are going to do it specifically because they know who you are. Specifically because they know that you are aware of what you're doing. There are a lot of people that try to act in a way where it's like how they choose their words and how they try to come off, playing around the things that they do in order to make you feel like they're not actually doing it. And sometimes they do it in a way that's very condescending and disrespectful. But because they don't use specific words and they think they are very smart and they feel like it's just words, they leave it there. Maybe not knowing full well that for who you are, you don't just read words, you read energy. So when you read words, you're able to sense and read the energy behind it. Sometimes I think to myself like, being an empath or being an energy reader and healer, it's not an easy task for those that do it, because sometimes you speak to people or chat with people over the phone and you get the heavy sense of exactly what they're feeling and exactly what they're thinking about you, and you can't say anything because it's like, if you should even say it, it's like, what do you mean? Like, what are you saying? Oh my God, that's like you're being dramatic. Like, and it's like deep down they know what you're saying is true, but in the face of others, it would even look weird. Like, wait, what do you mean? They said this and this and that. What do you mean they're saying something else? But that's because you can read behind the energy. You can read the energy of exactly what's being thrown at you. And a lot of these people project energy onto you by hiding behind that false mask of innocence, thinking that, well, some of them thinking that you're not going to catch it, but some of them knowing that you're going to catch it, so they throw it that way so that you can sense it, but you can't say anything. So it makes them feel good that they can leave it there and you don't have anything to say about it. But listen, I should have known there was a bigger meaning to this message when it was coming through this afternoon, because just this evening, as I was going through the comment, I saw this very silly comment that somebody left under one of the collective's comment, almost wishing them harm. And I got so triggered. This is not the energy I was in when I saw that message. Trust me, I was very upset. I had to take a while to calm myself down before deciding, okay, fine, you know what, I'm going to speak on it, but I'm going to speak on it through the download that I received. I didn't have to speak on it or actually make it a part of the download, but I chose to. I didn't have to respond to them. I could have just deleted them, but I chose to respond to them before I deleted them. These particular people, these are some of the ones that will come at you thinking that they want to try who the fuck you think you know you are. Some of them, because they think it's a public platform, they will go ahead and try and cyberbully somebody thinking, what can you do? It's social media. It's freedom of speech. What can you do? And the ancestors are saying, let them come and catch a fucking craze. Let them come and catch our craze. Listen, people are going to try you in a way where they're going to think that they're safe. They're safe to say whatever they want to say to you. They're safe to disrespect you. They're safe to throw condescending jabs at you, thinking it's just behind the screen. What can you do? And the next thing they know, something is going to blow up in their space. That something is going to get messed up in their space. Listen, and it's going to be in a way that you're going to know it's exactly something spiritual happening. This is not going to be because you do anything. This is not going to be anything that you do. Did you guys just hear something blow up there? I just had something like blow up like power outside. Anyway, this is not going to be because of anything that you do. This is going to be because, see, the energies around you will not tolerate or allow any fucking disrespect. They will not allow anybody in a low vibrational energy sitting somewhere thinking that they are entitled to your energy disrespect you. And for those that are shielding their collective, they will not allow them to try and disrespect or project negative energies onto your collective. It will not happen. Listen, part of the protection that we receive, part of the protection that we receive allow us to be able to sit and not exert the power that has been given us on people that really are meaningless to the purpose. And I say meaningless not to mean that they are meaningless as human beings, but in the sense that the kind of power that we have as light warriors and light workers is not the kind, we can't use that on them. We use those on demons and entities, principalities. But the thing is, some of these people allow themselves to be taken over by energies that are of low vibrations, to allow their mind to be consumed by entities, and then feed them the negative energy to go back out and feed it into the world. So here is what we do. We allow our ancestors to bring you in so you can catch the fucking craze. Listen, this energy that we've stepped in, where we are right now, it is to anybody's detriment to come at you in the wrong way, to even look at you in the wrong way. And I don't say this out of just this download or whatever happened on the... I remember a few days ago also, somebody disrespecting somebody under the comments because they said something about their spiritual identity, and they were like, how dare you? And I was just like, you know, in the beginning when I started the channel, there used to be a lot of people that tried to like get on my nerves, like they would be disrespectful or just like post insulting comment, sometimes for me, sometimes for the collective. And back then I'll try like go back at it, like, you know, throw words back and all those things. And then it's like in this download, it's like, it's part of what I've been learning the last year. The divine is like, yo, it's not everything that you need to speak on. Do you think we only operate in the spirit? What we do in the spirit reflects in the physical also. And that's what the ancestors were saying. Oh, somebody wants to come at you on YouTube. Let them come. Let them come. We have something for them if they think we're just behind the veil. So like this person that posted a comment, I noticed that the channel was created just 3 days ago. Just 3 days ago, and I won't be surprised if it's somebody that is trying to play around with the collective, because the last few weeks I've had to remove a lot of comments that have been like just trying to like shut down the energy of the collective. Like somebody is getting happy or excited because they're feeling empowered, and then they just come and throw some negative comments under there. Some are being disrespectful, and I'm like, who the F are these people? I'll tell you who they are. They are the people that didn't make the shift. They are the people that are still cloaking themselves in the name of spirituality, in the energy of fake spirituality. There's people that are still walking around saying that they are spiritually this, they're spiritually that. The people that are still walking around thinking that spiritual people or light workers are branded as light and love people, so they do not fight back or speak back. In most cases, we might not speak back or fight back physically. But that doesn't mean that we don't fight back or that you don't catch any spiritual hands. Listen. Again, the ancestors were saying, let them come and catch our fucking craze. There are different kinds of energies that we work with. Some really are light and love always. Like, you know, just let it go. But that's because they understand the role of karma also. This is part of the reason why the ancestors say, listen, don't leave it to us. Leave it to us. Leave it to us. For some of you, it's going to be even people that you used to know. People that you may even know now. People that are seeing how you're rising up, the come up that you're getting into. And they are going to be seeing the difference in their life and in your life. Again, you know why? Because they didn't make the cut. Because they didn't make the shift. Because these people thought they knew what they were doing the whole time. And now they're really seeing that they had no fucking clue what they were about. And that you actually know who you are. And that you are who you say you are. Because these people are realizing that the whole time they were being all spiritual this and spiritual that. and condemning others for being their true authentic self, thinking that they were the actual spiritualists. And now, as the shift has finalized and we have integrated into the various or the individual timelines that we are supposed to be in, they can see and feel it clearly that the collective has elevated and they haven't. So now you have people in the same collective that are turning on others and trying to shut down their comments because they are claiming the energy that they've stepped into because their messages resonate with them, and because the messages don't resonate with them, now they're feeling left out and feeling upset because they didn't make the cut. Bitch, you didn't make the cut because you didn't make the shift, and you didn't make the shift because you didn't do the work. You didn't make the shift because you didn't do the work. So a lot of these people are going to start to despise others, going around on social media, creating new accounts like this person that calls himself Thought. How dare you? How dare you? Branding your social media as Thought and then go about giving such silly comments, under people's comments. For what reason? And so you see, carrying the name Thought, such a highly spiritual energy, and they're going to be cloaking themselves in, oh, they're so spiritual, they're so this, their name is this and this and that, and they do this, and they have these tattoos, and they have that. But bitch, you didn't make the cut. You didn't make the cut. Because you didn't make the shift. And why? Because you didn't do the work. You did not do the work. Instead of despising those that have actually done the work and elevated, how about you go and sit yourself down, do some self-introspection, do some shadow work to figure out what the problem is, why you didn't get to the energy that you're supposed to get into, why others are elevated and you didn't elevate, why others are resonating with the message and you don't resonate with the message. And I know for some people, it's just because we are all on different timelines. For some people, it's just because that's where they are. It's just the level they are on. They are also on their path. Everybody deserves their own timeline. It's not like we all have to be on the same timeline. But those people, you don't see those people trying to throw jabs and be condescending and disrespectful to people on the channel. Because they have also shifted in their own way, in their own timeline. I had to pick the phone. So I have to get the phone again. 1, 2, 3, 4 on the timer. I don't know exactly where I was, but I think the call was just to calm me down. See, some people think that social media is a safe place to hide and play a fool. The social media is a place that they can use to basically exercise their low vibrational energies, to exercise their demons. But listen, when you enter certain spaces, social media cannot shield you. Social media cannot protect you. Like with this channel, for instance, as if I don't know that there are people that I know that use fake channels to watch this actual channel, so that they can throw in comments, and sometimes certain things that you post, they want to come and then comment under it as if you don't know what you're talking about. They want to try and prove some kind of point to the collective as if, oh, what are you going on about? Oh yeah, we get what you're saying. Or oh yeah, we already know. Old news. And it's like a lot of those comments these days, I'm even like, listen, I'm just trying to conserve my energy. Unlike before where I'm like, okay, these days some I'm just so like, you know what, I'm just going to throw a little something at you like, here, this is your response. And then I respond back. But I'm mainly trying to conserve my energy because listen, you don't know who somebody is, and just because you think it's social media and you can say certain things and get away with it, you try and say certain things and get away with it. But those are the people, the ones that you actually think are just something that they are not. You think, for instance, I keep saying sometimes people, you will listen to a message and then, oh yeah, even with people that I've had to deal with in this real life, people that sometimes have had to deal with in real life. They see you read tarot, they see you post on YouTube, and it's like, oh, you're a content creator, you create spiritual content. Oh yeah, you're a messenger, you're a channeler, you are a tarot reader. And that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But somehow when they get to see who you truly are, or when you start to show them who you truly are, then some of them start to back off like, oh, you're being too scary. Or, oh, like, you're being too full of yourself. Oh, you're being too arrogant. Bitch, what the fuck did you think? Who did you think you were talking to in the first place? So see, this is part of the reason why, for some of us, our ancestors have to step in and be like, yo, relax, chill. Let us take care of these things, because the energy that you carry, it's not for these kinds of things. First of all, you need a lot of rest and a lot of clearing out your energy and staying in alignment in the day, so that in the night you can go and do some actual spiritual warrior work. You can actually do some light warrior work in the nighttime. Some of these people that you see on social media delivering messages and stuff like that, do you think they receive those messages just because they are just sitting there and the messages are coming? Some of these people are active participators in the things that they and their spirit team are telling you about. Not every channeler that you're seeing on YouTube is just like, oh, and so for a lot of people, like I've seen some readers that have had to like even caution their collective to be mindful of some of the people in the comment. I've seen readers that don't even respond to comments anymore. I've seen readers who put comments off just to block out some of these low vibrational people that have allowed these energies to exist within them. And sometimes it's sad, because if they had their way, they don't want to have it that way. A lot of these readers want to be able to communicate with and interact with their collective. A lot of these readers want to be able to hold space for their collective beyond just giving the message. But then there's so many parasites in there that try to make it difficult. And again, come cloaked as spiritual people. Spiritual this, spiritual that. Some of them with names that you can't even mention. Names that they picked from esoteric books, and names that they picked from something they read in some scroll or something of the sort. Names that they picked from their favorite spiritual characters. Names that they can't carry. Names that they actually are not. A lot of you need to be mindful. I'm not saying like a lot of the people who do this, you need to be mindful. You need to be mindful. I remember there was a post I made saying like, if you see somebody that's a loner, don't think because they're a loner, or don't think that because you're in a space where there's nobody there to show them or nobody to say anything against you or defend them, you can just do something and then walk off. I had to go off again. So like, see, but some of these people, you have no idea what works with them. Some of these people, if you would see them in the spiritual world, you will listen, you will bow. If you could see people for who they truly are in the spirit, you will not be disrespectful, act condescending, try to be low vibrational, try to attack anybody. Nobody. You will mind yourself even when you see somebody you think is a pauper, somebody you think is weak, somebody you think is helpless. You will mind yourself. Some of these people have no fucking manners. Come onto a platform that is supposed to be of help to just the collective, a free platform, and then come and throw their weight about. Come and tell you about how they know this, and why are you saying this and why are you saying that. Fucking superiority complex coming to what? Act entitled. And I had to tell this person in the comment, like, I don't know if they think like you're watching. Do you think you're watching TV in your hall or in your bedroom, where you can just pick the remote and press for volume, press for change channel, press for settings? Listen. Yo. I don't know, but this message is supposed to be about the fact that there's going to be a lot of these things happening. There are going to be people coming at you. There are going to be people walking in this low vibrational energy because they didn't make the shift. But because they want to still hold on to their fake titles as spiritualists and enlightened people and soul awakened people, They're going to be hiding within the collective, and they're going to be trying to pick on other people in the collective. But listen, you come and do that on Soul Family Oracle, and you see what comes at you, because this collective is shielded by all the beings that shield and protect me. And this is what I'm saying. It's like the message was coming through this afternoon, and I was just like, I think it was right before I had done an ancestral reading. And usually, like, I go and then I find the images that I want to use, and I wanted to use a specific image the image that what I saw with, like, in my mind's eye from when I was channeling, and then part of what the message is about. So I took a long time trying to find the image, and I was editing through the images and finding the right image was when this download came. And I remember when it came through, it kind of made me laugh, because it was also expressing how out of all, like, the ancestors you have, some of the ancestors, it's like, yeah, they really don't, like, maybe in the physical world, like, even when they were alive, like, they were very calm, they don't talk, they were very, like, nurturing, they're very, like, loving, they're very, like, all light and love. And some of them were, like, very rowdy. Even when they were alive, they were, like, very, like, don't fuck with me kind of vibe. And some of these ones, it's like, yeah, as they've transitioned to the side, as they've walked by you, like walked by your side throughout this journey, they've seen the energy that you move in and how you want to operate. So I just heard like a Gan term in Beshi. Beshi is like, they just like mellow. Beshi is like mellow. They just kind of like mellow themselves, just like stay in the background, like, oh, she's trying to operate from, that light energy in the forefront. So let's just keep going like that. But it's like, listen, they are itching for somebody to bring their fucking nonsense on so that they can catch that craze. There's a movie that I was picking up that movie. That was actually, it was like an inspiration movie that they gave me when that download came in. And I remember it was like a snippet of it I saw. I will go and find out the title of this movie. But if anybody knows this movie, it was, the part I saw was of when there were like 3 sisters or so, and one of them had a very abusive husband. And one of them was very spiritual, okay? And the one that had an abusive husband, there was some kind of an issue, and they all came together. And when the sister that is spiritual tried to like speak up for the sister, the husband just started coming at her, like threatening to beat her. He was like taking off his belt, like he's like, oh, I've heard about you. You are the one that's like a witch or something of the sort. Yeah, like I think it's time to beat some sense into you. So it's like he was taking off his belt, like ready to like, she's going to beat her, and she was like, oh, is that so? And she started to take off her stuff, like she took off her headpiece, her earrings, took off her shirt. She was like, yeah, she took stance and like literally made a whole fist. She's like, listen, my daddy trained me on how to deal with cowards like you, and I've been waiting for the day to try out some of these things that he taught me. Bring it on, bitch. Bring it on. And when she took the stance and the man realized that she was ready to like go down in the ditch with him and whoop his ass, he backed off. It's like his whole defenses just dropped. This is the kind of energy that it's within some of us. But you see, the duality of it is that you maintain the balance. And you see, when we're trying to be in our divine feminine energy and all these things, are sometimes the softness, we're trying to be soft also, because like I was saying, if we're going to go about showing the rowdy side of us, listen, some of us are still trying to get married and have families and all that. We're not trying to be in this energy all the time. Don't make it difficult for us to remain in that softness, in that, because again, that part of us is not meant for people like you. It's meant for the demonic entities that we deal with. But like some of you, because you did not make the shift, you've allowed yourself to become vessels of low vibrational energies, low vibrational forces that ride you, and have you say all these nonsense things, have you act so foolishly, especially on social media. Sometimes the kind of things people say to others on social media, and I'm thinking to myself, like, why are you being so mean to somebody on social media, like you don't even know what the person might be dealing with, or you have no idea but why are you being, and sometimes like just being so disrespectful, like why are you being so disrespectful? Is it because you think that you are behind the screen, or because you think you are in another part of the world? Our ancestors don't need Wi-Fi to get to you. Our ancestors don't need internet to get to you. Our ancestors don't need to hop on a plane to get to you. You catch the spiritual hands wherever you are. Wherever you need to catch them, you catch them. So see, it's going to be people experiencing weird things in their house and weird things around them and things messing up around them. Why? Because they've been behind the scenes, acting in low vibrational energy against you. Some of these people have been condescending to you. Some of these people have been disrespectful. Some of these people have been emotionally abusive. Some of these people have been, again, fake innocence. It's that energy where it's like, they say, what do you say, like they throw a stone and then hide their hand. They make like condescending, jokes about certain things you do, and then be like, oh, I'm just joking. I mean, it's just, but they actually meant it, and they meant for you to feel it, but feel it in a way where you can't say anything back, because when you react back, then everybody's going to say, oh, why are you being so dramatic? Why are you taking it personal? They just said that, but because you are who you are, because you are who you are, not just even about being a light worker or being a spiritualist, because you have elevated in your energy, you can feel exactly what they mean when they say the words, even when they use other words to hide what they mean. When they are just typing in words, you can feel the feeling, you can feel the energy they're throwing at you behind those words. And sometimes you just have to use your own words to lay a bitch's ass bare, because it's like who do you think you are, or who do you think you're talking to? And sometimes a lot of people now don't take this lightly, because they're like, oh, you're too arrogant, oh, you're too aggressive, oh, you're too this. Bitch, listen, this message was supposed to be a warning from the ancestors, but it's also a warning from me. So this is a warning from us. Come and catch this craze. But, like I'm saying, I'm retired from replying people and trying to, but the thing is, I'll go to war for my collective. I'll go to war for this work. I'll go to war for my purpose. You understand? Not physically, because I'm against physical violence. You understand? I'm against physical violence. Unless somebody threatens me physically. But I'm against physical violence. You understand? And sometimes all you have to do is to just relax. Just relax and tell the ancestors, do you see this? Do you see what this person is doing? And they'll just be like, don't worry, relax, we're on it. And that's exactly the message that was coming up this afternoon. It was saying, let them come and catch our craze. For some of you, you have no idea the kind of backing and the kind of protection that you have opened up around you. It's like, listen, for some of you, when you walk into a space or when you walk into a place, the way people are going to receive you, how they're going to watch you, how they're going to make way for you, it's going to feel as if like you're working with a squad. That's because you're working with a squad. That's because you're working with a squad. They might not see it, but they will feel it. They might not see it, but they will feel it. Another message that was coming to me yesterday, Spirit was saying, seeing is deceiving, but feeling is believing. A lot of people see what they think they see with their naked eyes, and they think that's it. But you could really feel to the depth of who people are. You won't play around. Yes. Do you guys hear that? Listen, 28 minutes into this message, I thought this was going to be a short message because I actually have something to do, but I saw this comment and I was like, nah, this is going right now. And I don't know, like I was saying, when this energy comes out, sometimes people are like, oh my God, you're so aggressive, you're so negative, you're so this, you're so that, bitch, get the fuck out. What do you mean? And so some people might not like this message, but there's always the option to unsubscribe. But as always, if the message resonates with you, before that, just listen with discernment. But if the message resonates with you, Please like and subscribe. I don't know if I'll recommend for you to share this message, as it has a lot of like swear words, and I really wasn't trying to limit myself. I'm just like, ugh. Let me get this energy out. Now I'm going to drink something nice and just like relax, listen to music. I was listening to music actually. I had to put the music and pause and let this out because I was like, oh, ancestors, I see what you were trying to tell me this afternoon. I see why you were prompting me to do this reading. And it looks like I should have done that reading for that reading to go out before that person of a being, the person that has allowed themselves to be used, to listen to that message before they thought they could go and attack somebody from our collective. Because again, I don't pray about my collective. I pray over this channel and I pray over the collective. What I do is not by my might. What I do is not by my might. And what I do is not for me. And so the people that it's for, they are shielded by the energies that shield me. So for those that think they can try and bring others down because descending to me or disrespectful to the channel because, yeah, it's just YouTube, it's social media, freedom of speech, just because they didn't elevate into the energies that some of these people in the collective have elevated to, you better watch yourself. Because again, I'm going to go back to just keeping quiet and just like blocking people, removing people. But that won't be because I am tired of sending you a response. That would just be because the ancestors have officially said, just leave them to us. Because again, I love these pow things that's going on outside there. Because again, the energy that you have elevated into, nobody is allowed to disrespect you like that. And not to say that people were allowed to disrespect you before, but no, you have listened. The kind of entourage that you've opened up around yourself, people will feel it in the physical. They will feel it in the physical, and it won't be because you did anything, but it will be because your ancestor did something. You won't even ask them to do anything. It's like the message. It's like the message from a few days ago about the goddess Isis and her scorpions. Oh, whoa! And remember, there was part of that message that said something about conjuring lower, like literally being able to command in and back demonic entities and lower vibrational entities. And I was saying in that reading about how, again, the story of the goddess Isis and her 7 scorpions. The 7 scorpions, even though they roll with her in the energy of light, they come from the dark realms. So they have that don't fuck with us energy. It's just because she walks in a certain energy that accords them to how she moves. So they move in that way with her. But when somebody fucks around with her, they don't even, they're like, yo, we're not even consulting you. We're going after this person. And so when she needed help, when she left the marshes, and then she went to the house of the noble woman to seek help, to ask for food and shelter or food and water. And besides her not giving her water or food or shelter, she disrespected her and threw her out. Not knowing who she truly was. She thought she was just some pauper begging for. Meanwhile, the whole time, her scorpions were right next to her, watching her, but she couldn't see them. She couldn't see them. All she saw was a pauper, was a woman just begging. And so in the middle of the night, the scorpions went to her house. And you guys know how that story ended. Because in the end, it was the goddess Isis that went to save her sons after the scorpions killed her sons. And some will say, oh, but why? If the scorpions this and the scorpion was like, yeah. Yes. Pow. Some of these energies that roll with us will not tolerate what disrespect you bring to us. And so moving forward, people will need to be mindful. And this is for everybody even. This is for all of us. You might see somebody for just who you think they are, but you really don't know who people are in spirit. Some people don't even know who they are in spirit. But they will tell you for a fact that everybody that has come against them has gotten some kind of fire back. They will tell you for a fact that everybody that has ever stood up against them has what? has gotten something happen to them. So let's all be mindful. Because especially with the ancestors, like, yo, a lot of you, the ancestors are like holding you like, yo, our golden child, like, nobody fuck with this one. Like, don't even try it. You have no idea what she's done. You have no idea what she's doing. You have no idea what she represents. So swallow that audacity before you have to vomit it. Yo. Okay, I think this is where I'm going to leave this message, because I want to go out and find out what the power is all about. I have a feeling it's the kids throwing the knockout because of it's getting to Christmas. So usually that happens, but I love how, yeah. Yes. So family, like and subscribe if you resonate with the message. Again, I won't recommend that you share, but share if you feel like, yeah. And have a blessed day. Don't let anybody dim your light. You are who the fuck you think you are. You are who you say you are. And you know this for sure because you know you did the work to get this into the shift. You know that the blessing, the power, the grace and the honor that has been bestowed on you is well deserved because you did the work. So for people that didn't do the work to try and come against you and be condescending and disrespectful, thinking that they are hiding behind things that because you can't see them, you can't do anything, it's like, yo, just relax because your ancestors are handling it. The ancestors are in full control. As a matter of fact, they are making this an operation. It's like, yo, operation fuck around and find out. Let's show you that we don't need plane tickets to get to you wherever you are. Let's show you that we don't need internet to come through your phone. Have a blessed day, guys.